It's a Saturday night, and the house is quiet. Too quiet. You pick up your phone, scrolling through a list of names that used to mean the world to you. People you shared weddings with, raised kids alongside, and promised to always stay in touch with. But today, the messages are dry. The invitations have stopped. You start to wonder, is it me? Have I become boring? Am I being left behind? It's a sting that no one warns you about when you hit your 50s and 60s, the slow, silent shrinking of your world. It feels like losing parts of yourself, one funeral, one unfollow, or one ghosted text at a time. But before you let that heavy feeling settle in your chest, I want to show you something. I want to tell you why this loss is actually the greatest gift you've ever received. Welcome to the Silver Porch. Let's talk about why your circle is getting smaller, and why that is exactly as it should be. We have spent the first half of our lives in a constant state of gathering. We were like collectors on a beach, filling our pockets with every pebble we could find, fearing that if we stopped, we would be left alone. But there is a truth that only time can teach us. Not every pebble is a gemstone. In our 50s and 60s, our energy is no longer a boundless ocean. It is a sacred spring, and we must ask ourselves a very important question. Who is worthy of drinking from it? When the crowd thins out, the noise finally dies down. And when the noise dies down, you can finally hear your own voice again. That friend who only calls when they want to complain, or that relative who only appears when they need a favor. These are not connections. They are leaks in your spirit. Moving to a smaller circle is not about being lonely. It is about the art of selection. It is the difference between a chaotic buffet and a meaningful meal with the one person who truly understands your heart. You are not losing friends. You are finally silencing the social noise so that you can hear the music of your life once more. Let me tell you a story about a woman named Martha who lived in a quiet town in Virginia. For many years, Martha believed that the more people she invited to her home, the more successful she was. She owned a very large dining table that could seat 12 people. But one day, after a powerful storm, the table was badly damaged. With her main table ruined, Martha was forced to move a small wooden table from her kitchen out onto her front porch. It was a simple table with only enough room for 4 chairs. Martha felt a little embarrassed at first because she thought the space would feel too small or lonely. But as the evening went on, something remarkable happened. Because the 4 of them were sitting so close together, the conversation changed. There was no more loud talk or empty gossip. Martha could see the light in the eyes of her friends, and she could hear every word they said clearly. She realized that the giant table had been a barrier all along, and that the damage to her furniture was actually a gift. Martha never replaced the large table. She stayed on the porch with her 4 chairs, because she discovered that when this is small, the soul has more room to breathe. As we move further into the autumn of our lives, we begin to understand that time is not just a measure of days. It is the most precious thing we own. We no longer have the energy to manage a large and noisy theater of acquaintances. We do not need the applause of 100 people who do not truly see us. If you find that your phone is silent more often, or that the invitations are fading, do not view it as a failure. View it as a clearing of the garden. You are removing the weeds so that the flowers can finally have enough light to grow. At this stage of the journey, we learn the power of the word no. We say no to the drama. We say no to the hollow obligations. We start to value the people who knew us long ago and the people who love us exactly as we are today, without any performance required. A smaller circle is not a sign of a life that is shrinking. It is a sign of a life that is becoming more refined. You are trading the many for the meaningful. The people who remain in your 4 chairs are the ones who can sit in silence with you and still make you feel completely understood. They do not want a show. They only want your presence. So my friend, do not be afraid of the quiet. It is not a sign that your world is ending. It is a sign that your life is becoming more concentrated and more meaningful. Like a piece of gold that is purified by fire, your circle is being refined so that only the truth remains. Look at the few people sitting in your 4 chairs and give them your whole heart. Those deep and honest connections are worth more than 1,000 hollow acquaintances. If these words brought a little bit of peace to your day, I would be very honored to have you stay here with us on the porch. We share these stories every week to help each other navigate this beautiful and complex season of life. Please consider subscribing to the channel so that we can continue our conversations together. Your presence here makes our community stronger and more beautiful. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me today. I wish you a day filled with quiet joy and a heart full of gratitude. Until the next time we meet, please take care of yourself.